Welcome everybody, it is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. So what we're going to do is go over our MELD updates. They recently came out with their Dev Diaries 88. So we're going to go through that, and along with that we're actually going to log in to the Moose's testnet, and we're going to check out some things that have to do with the bank managers a bit. So if you guys do get something out of this, if you can so kindly, smash a like button, subscribe, comment down below whatever questions you have. Also, feel free to check out the link tree. So the link tree is going to be a source for you to check out different websites, and also help support the channel. So here I've got links to online educational courses down here. We've got our social, so get in the Discord. There's not a lot of activity going on there yet, but in the future it will be much more difficult to reach out to me because the Moose is going to be famous. So on a scale of 1 to 10, the Moose is like -2, but within 6 months I'm probably going to be like a 5. So similar to my looks. So it's going to get a little more difficult, right? So just wanted to mention that. So we do have online courses. You guys can save up to 25% off hardware wallets, the Tangem Trezor. I have a banger of a video coming out. It may be out now. Tangem versus Trezor. So I have a video there. But the main thing here is you can click on Meld, and eventually this will turn into a referral link to help support the channel if you guys sign up or whatnot. But in the meantime, you can use it to get to these websites. So whether it's Meld, Cornucopias, or other top projects that I'm personally interested in. And by the way, I'm only going to share things in there that I believe in. So whether it's my online courses where I teach you how to get into crypto, how to invest for beginners, that's what I'm going to put in there. So nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice. You're listening to a Moose. But I do have your best interest at heart. And for example, if I'm talking about a ledger, and I don't have a link for this, but the Ledger S Plus I've been liking. It's beautiful for staking with Cosmos Atom. There's a lot of benefits to different things, so it's cool that as the channel grows, you guys get the benefit from that. And everything I've been learning, I just get to update the link tree. So I wanted to mention that. So let's dive into a couple things here. The first one is the update. So maybe we'll start off with some Twitter action. So this is the Moose's Twitter, and right here you can see under Meld. So this is on Meld. If you guys want to go to on Meld, it's at on Meld. Follow them on Twitter. They post pretty regularly, and we're going to open up this Dev Diaries. So follow these projects on social media. And by the way, the Moose got loose. He lost one of his Apple AirPods, which are great, by the way. If you guys are looking for noise canceling headphones, I may have to throw in an Apple AirPods link. But that has been an absolute beauty for me to be able to help me focus while I edit. So even right now, like the Moose is just editing different online educational courses. As I mentioned, I produce and I film online courses for people that specialize in certain fields. So that's my main job and whatnot. So I built, 77 online courses. So that's what I'm up to when I'm not doing online courses, when I'm not producing Crypto Moose videos. I'm running in doing video production content. So back to Meld. And guys, comment down below if you've checked out the testnet. I want to hear your thoughts and feedback. So Meld Dev Diaries number 88. So this is May 27th of 2024. That's when they launched this. Today we are Wednesday, May 29th of 2024. So for the Meld app web, okay, and we're going to go back and forth here. We're going to go to testnet.meld, and I'm going to put in my password. So we're going to go back and forth and deploy the first iteration of yield boost mechanism to the supply and borrow on testnet. So check that out. So as we go through, I'm going to log in. So this is a testnet. This is what the Meld app will look like very swiftly, very soon. So by the way, this video is probably going to come out today, if not Friday, depending on what the Moose wants to do. So MinSwap we've got quite a bit of assets here. So again, we've gone through the Meld app. I like the interface. And by the way, Meld is your non-custodial, meaning you own your private keys. You have your words, your 12, 24 word backup phrase. It's a non-custodial lending and borrowing protocol. So you can imagine banking, but with crypto. So it's supporting the top leading 6 blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, AVAX, BNB, and I forget the other one. But you guys get the point. And it's all about interoperability, and you can do your lending and borrowing. So as your assets appreciate, if you want to do loans, etc., that's what we're talking about here. So that's that. As you can see here with the NFTs, it now, for the testnet, it supports the bank managers. So as you have those, you're going to earn like a special discount or yield, whatever it may be. I forget what the exact is here. Maybe in the article. So deployed the first iteration of Yield Boost. You guys can check out. I will have links for you for all this. Basically, it's testnet.meld.com. Continued working on the next iteration of Yield Boost, as well as Genius Loan and Bank Manager support for supply and borrow. So when you're doing and getting into your supplying and borrowing, take a look here. It's now going to recognize that you have your bank managers, or at least it should. So this is my first time really going through it. So comment down below if you're excited about that. I think that's pretty tremendous. So really cool. So if you want to do some supply and borrow, let's see what we could do here. I guess there's not really much to supply and borrow here. We have like some USDT, or we're already supplying here. So available to borrow. So based on your assets, it will know this. Staking is very interesting. I like that. I'm staking a lot with my actual assets. So let's see, Meld. Let's see what we can do here. So you can borrow, what was that, for 5%. Really cool. So we can go to the Meld. So we can supply Meld, but there's only like $1 here. Let's say we want to supply some USDT, which wouldn't really make sense. Let's say WrapD. That would make sense, right? Like a real asset. Like we're not going to supply a stable token. So we got, let's see here. So TWETH. So I believe that's testnet wrapped ETH, of course. So this is interesting. So we can supply that or borrow. So if we hit supply, we'll do 50%. How much is that? 0.065. And it's going to be using the Meld gas fees for that. So approve. Let's see what happens there. And we're just doing this on the fly, just having some fun here. So very simple, very intuitive. There we go. So you supplied 0.065 wrapped ETH. So really cool. So it's very advantageous for supplying and borrowing. And you can see it right here. So we have collateral now. We have $191 worth of collateral. So if we click that, we can get our info. Okay, so it's working in that regard. Very nice. So supply, if we go to borrow, okay, so we can do that very easily underneath there as well. And I like this. I like the back and forth that on the left you can see your supply, on the right you can see your borrow. So comment down below if that's something that you guys are interested in at all when it comes to Meld. I think that's pretty sweet. That's really cool. And it's very, very easy to do. So collateral, we have 191. So total borrowed, we could borrow maybe some stable tokens. Maybe we want some USDC. So now we can get, okay, our risk factor is being affected here. So our risk factor is in the green if we borrow $87. So now that we've supplied, we should be able to borrow, right? If that makes sense. So let's check that out here. Confirm, borrow. So a lot of times what you want to do is keep your good assets and then you can just borrow against it. So you're going to supply like lend and then you borrow against it, which is very interesting. So let's take a look at that. So now we've got 87 USDC that we borrowed. So if we go to our wallet, and again, I didn't even take a look at what we had there originally. But that's really cool. Really cool. So this is definitely something that Crypto Moose is going to play around with a lot in the future here. So here we can see our collateral, 191, and then our borrowed. So basically, you'd want to hold on to your best assets, right? Let them appreciate value. You pay off your loan. It's all tax-free, and then you can, play around with the money that you borrowed. So that's what a lot of the big boys do, right? And that's what you're going to want to eventually do with your crypto, and do it properly. So not financial advice. We're just going through this. So that's very neat. Very, very, very cool. So far, we've supplied a little bit of wrapped ETH, and we did a little bit of borrowing. So I want to show you one thing that caught my attention here. If we hover over this, the liquidation point, that is really cool. So it's showing a beautiful UI, like user interface of this. We're at a LTV, so indicates the max threshold that LTV can be reached until liquidation. So it's borrowed over supply times 100%. The Moose is not going to even get into that math. But it looks like at 72.5%, that's where you can get liquidated. So you're going to have issues with that. So you want to be in a good zone. So it looks like we're fine by now. I don't know. This is not advice. The Moose is not telling you how to supply and borrow. I'm just showing you that you can with the testnet. So this is all coming, man. This is going to be cool. So available to borrow, it kind of shows you here. Let's see, Meld. Let's say we wanted to borrow some Meld. Let's just say the Moose wants to borrow some Meld. Just go crazy here. 90. Let's go to 90%. So you basically want to be in the green, I assume, right? If you want to get a little loose, maybe get in the orange there. But yeah, that's super interesting. So you don't really want to spend your assets, but you can definitely supply it and just keep your assets. Like that's just what the people that do well with money, that's what they do, right? You think about the kings and queens, they own all this land and they have all these beautiful buildings. They just take loans against their property, right? Because the property is going to appreciate over time and the money is going to depreciate. So your property is appreciating, your money, fiat, is depreciating. Okay, so that's just one of the reasons why, and this is going to make everything very interesting. Let's get back into the article for a quick minute. Continue developing a new bridging solution for tokens and NFTs powered by Meld. Standalone service with dedicated landing page, as well as a feature introduced to the web app. So that's cool. Basically, we've gone over it. The main thing that I think is really cool, if we take a look at staking, which I love the staking, you get into a pool and you just start earning a lot of that Meld, and Meld's super cheap right now in my opinion. Super cool. But it's the NFTs. So the fact that with these you can get, I believe what these are going to do is give you a better interest rate, right? So the Diamond Hand NFTs, that's going to be for like a discount on the membership, and it's going to help you out with lower fees, but these are going to help you out with a bit of a yield boost for your lending and borrowing, whatever it may be. So that's interesting. And I wish the Moose had a gold bank manager. He does not at this point in time. So if someone can just airdrop the Moose one of these, that would be very much appreciated. I'll give you a shout out on YouTube to a couple thousand subs. So if that even interests you guys, probably not. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the Meld app mobile updates. So continued integrating fiat money services, deposit bank accounts, on-ramp withdrawal flow, and off-ramp. So really cool. I do have the Meld app on my phone. This thing has been really cool to look at. I haven't messed around with it too much, but if you guys have been able to already, you can definitely check out the Meld app. So once this loads, there we go. What's great about the Meld app is that you will be able to put in your keys and do everything that you see on the desktop on your mobile phone. So that's going to be really cool. So here we have like a little overview, and You can do tons with this. I'm going to be doing more videos of that in the future. Let's take a look again at the Meld app mobile. Continued integrating fiat money services, deposit bank accounts, on-ramp, withdrawal flow, off-ramp. So that's big, right? So it's all about the synergy and working with both the fiat side and the crypto side so that they work together. So that's going to be cool. And here they also began the development of a premium account subscription models. So I believe if you have the Diamond Hands NFT, you will get a discount for that, or you may not even have to pay. So let's take a look. Let me share that with you guys. So this was airdropped to those of you that were in the first epoch of the Meld ISPO. This is long gone, but you can pick one up for $550 is the floor right now. So pretty cool. It's just a non-fungible token. It looks sweet, so I'm not going to get rid of mine. In fact, if we go to this wallet, you can see that the Moose still has his in this wallet here. So that is the Diamond Hands NFT. I believe that's going to give you a discount for things. And when I did speak with Ken, the CEO, that's kind of what we went over there as well. So I think this whole integration, all these updates are going to be phenomenal. So again, Diamond Hands, they look cool. Very simple, very effective. Let's take a look at the Solidity backend. Prepared new development scripts. The Moose did not do that. Adapted config scripts. Not sure what the specifics mean to that. Revised and modified supply and borrow documentation based on the latest development progress. Cool. Fixed bug in token transfer when using Meld native bridging solution. So for the bridge, that's pretty sweet. Quite a bit of things here. So by the way, this is going to be like updates for a lot of the backend stuff, right? What else do we have here? Debug the issues with receiving subgraph. Cool. Standardize EVM and Cardano addresses and token schemas in the new token repo. Update new contract fig. Cool. Supported bridging, Meld, Bank Manager, NFT, and bridge service. This is all great stuff. In terms of infrastructure, we've got fix issues with Cardano node in pre-prod, in mainnet environments, and a bunch of other stuff here. Configured new Avalanche mainnet validator node in GCP. I'm not sure what a lot of that means, but it doesn't matter. Deployed 5 Meld validator nodes in GCP. Reconfigured backend configs. Cool. So there's a lot to go over here. As you can see, the team is striving to create something phenomenal. It's still my view that Meld is an extremely underrated project. Let's take a look at the token price just to give you a perspective of the opportunity. We're at 54 mil in market cap. On top of that, 95% of the tokens are already out there. So, I mean, this thing has been cheap for the longest time. And it's on, you got your Ethereum contract, your AVAX, Cardano, who knows where else it will be. So in my eyes, Meld has a mega opportunity. If you guys want, check out the link tree, pick up a Tangent, a Trezor, Ledger, use this link. It will get you there quicker. There's still the airdrop. You can also get into Meld right now. I have videos on how to set up an account and more. So with that being said, the Moose is loose. Comment down below what you want to see next. Cheers, everyone.